Hey guys, it's Skitter's Barbecue, back at it again. So, doing another cooking video. So what we're going to do today, cooking 3 full chickens. They're about 6 pounds a piece. I'm going to use the Yoder today. Use a little bit of pecan wood lumberjack pellets. And I'm cutting this up, this chicken. I'm going to take the spine out of it, so I'm going to make half chickens. I got 3 of them going to do. And I got my briner bucket, and I got a little marinade that I've been trying, tinkering with it for the past couple months. It's real simple, and I found it to be amazing on chicken. And I will show you how I do that process. And I'm going to do 2 chickens with this rub, the Everglades fish and chicken rub. Got this down in Florida. It's really good stuff. I haven't really seen anybody use it before on any channels. It's a great rub. I'll put this down in a link in it because you can get it on Amazon. And then I'm going to use on the one chicken, I'm going to use Suckle Buster's habanero rub. It's for me. I like hot stuff, so use that. Great rub. It is pretty warm, I ain't gonna lie. It says extreme heat on the index guide on this thing. It's when you breathe it in, it's your nose starts running, your eyes start watering. So I am gonna go ahead and I'll show you how I do the split chickens. I guess there's really no wrong way of doing it. Just taking it out, I like to take a knife and then I use scissors. So if you have a good strong pair of scissors, I think it makes it easier. So I'll go ahead and show you that process, and once that's done, I'll show you what I'm going to do for my marinade, because I'm going to let it go all night. And then I'm going to cook this for tomorrow for Halloween. So I'm going to have some family and friends over, give them something good to eat before we go out in the cold and trick or treat. So let's get after this. Let me bring the camera in. Alright. Da, 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 da. Chicken. Alright. I like to make a line down the spine here. I'm using my boning knife that I got on Amazon. I'll put a link to this too, so you can tell there's hardly any resistance and how sharp this thing is. So basically, just outline the spine, the chicken, kind of just go along with it. It's easier than I thought it was going to be. And then make a line there. And then kind of just go after one. This knife actually goes to the bone. I guess that's why it's called a bone knife. So this is how I usually do it with some scissors. Ooh. That one was pretty easy. Oh. There we go. Simple as that. You could save these and make chicken broth and stuff like that, but I don't have time for that. Then you go ahead and split this right here. I forget what exactly the name of the bone is, but you don't go all the way through. I mean, I am, but simple as that. And you flip it over, give it a good pop. There you go. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut the skin and cut it out, because I'm gonna put rub all underneath the skin with the breast, the drum, and the thigh. Simple as that. There you go, half chickens. I'll trim this up a little bit, get all this extra fat off of it. And I like doing this because it speeds up the cook on these whole chickens. I mean, I think I cut off at least 2 hours. So just by cutting them, plus I can get a lot of rub in here and get the flavor, my marinade that I'm doing every night. So I'm going to do 3 of these. I'm not going to show you the whole process because it's going to take me a minute. And then I'll go ahead and get the marinade going. Sorry about my runny nose. Alright, let's get this going. Alright, here we go. I'm making the marinade. There's that Briner Jr. bucket I was talking about. I'm telling you what, if you do not have one of these Briner buckets, you have to check them out. They have a big one that'll hold a whole, I think it's a 22-pound turkey. This one will do a whole turkey if you don't cut it up. A whole pork shoulder. I mean, it's pretty nice. And what I like about it and why I bought it was this lock lid. You just put it down there and it's got a little grooves and tight it and keeps the meat submerged at all times. So it's not floating around. It's getting that even, you know, coating and marinating. It's awesome. I will put a link to this too down in the description. You have to check this out. This is a must buy. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm doing here. So I just got some Italian dressing. This is like a half bottle. Get rid of this bottle real quick. Who doesn't like Italian dressing marinated in chicken? I mean, it's just like my go-to. But I do doctor it up. So I'm gonna put a full one in here since we do have 3 chickens that I'm using here, full chickens. So get these. They all got lids on. All right. Ooh, I love the smell of that. So I am going to use apple cider vinegar. With this, since it's, like I said, I'm doing 3 chickens. 3 whole chickens. I'm going to use 2 cups. Quite a bit of meat, so 2 cups and a little splash. Nothing crazy. I love apple cider vinegar. So, got that. Then I'm going to use minced garlic. I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons. My first clump was pretty big. Roughly about 2 tablespoons. And that's basically it. It's as simple as that. I will put the chickens in, get it going, and I will stir it up as I go. And I'm going to fill it up with water. It's probably going to be about 6 cups of water so I can make sure I have all the meat submerged. I'll smash down the lock lid, tighten it in. So I will show you what that looks like when I get them fully submerged. And I might have to add a little bit more Italian dressing, and we'll see. Looks like there's quite a bit of marinade in there. Believe it or not, after getting all that cut up, I was able to get all 3 whole chickens in here by cutting them in half. I was impressed. I only thought I was going to get 2, but I was able to get all 3. Even though that one's out of the water a little bit, this is the whole purpose of this lock lid. It's going to be a little tight, but look at that. Just enough marinade too. I didn't have to add nothing. So, I mean, that just tells you right there that how nice this Briner bucket is. So, go check it out on Amazon. So, this is all done. You gotta live with it too. Alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let this thing do its thing in the bucket. Let it marinate. Alright guys. Well, I'll see you tomorrow when I'm firing up the pit. Hey guys. It's Kidder's Barbecue back at it again. It is Halloween finally. It's about 2 o'clock. So I got the half chickens out of the marinade. I washed them down, pat them dry. And now I'm going to apply some rub. I went ahead and jumped the gun without recording, but I did pull back the skin on the breast and the thighs and the drum, because I want to get as much seasoning I can underneath the skin and directly on that meat to get the flavor that I want. And then I will pull back the skin, make it look like I never pulled back the skin. I didn't pull it all the way off. I just kind of, next time I'll make sure I show you that process. It's fairly easy. So I will go ahead and rub some of these up for you. Like I was saying, you can just tell how I pull back the skin on these guys. It's real simple. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'll find whatever's one of the smallest ones. They're all pretty big. So these two right here are gonna be my hot rub, my habanero barbecue rub from Suckle Busters. It's a must try. Great on wings, by the way. Never used it on a half chicken, so there's first for everything. And then the rest of them are gonna be Everglades fish and chicken rub. Great stuff. And this right here is just salt and pepper and garlic. And I'll put that on the skin side because I want to crisp up that skin as much as I can. I would, we're running the pit about 225 because I do have a slab of beef ribs on there. So I don't want to crank it up to 275 until I get close to them ribs being done. And then I'll crank it up and try to get the skin you know, crunchy. Might spray a little bit of canola oil. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. Let's rub one of these guys up. I'm not using no binder. Just strictly right on the meat. I'm not joking. I better go light on this rub. This is the habanero. Woo. Smell it. That's about all I'm putting on this. So let's go over here with the Everglades. You know what? I better switch gloves. I don't want to contaminate the other chicken with that hot rub. Mother-in-law and my wife wouldn't be happy. They don't like hot things. Alright. I really don't know how to describe this rub, but it's real simple. It says salt, spices include paprika, dried onion, garlic, sugar, and paprika. You got paprika twice on here. I don't know why I can't say it. Alright, so that's about it. I'm going to get these rubbed down and then I'll flip the skin over and I'll show you what I do on that side. Alright, I got the skin all flop back over on the meat, so what I'm doing with the skin, I did rub the bottom, so that's all done. Throw a little bit of salt and pepper on the skin. Alright, enough of that. These two are my hot ones. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do the other ones first, the Everglades. Kind of nice colors. Real mild rub. Get that underneath them wings. Thighs and wings are my favorite part. Drumsticks okay, but love the wings. Even though the first ingredient on this is salt, it's not a real salty rub. So that's why I was able to use a little extra salt and pepper. And here's that hot rub. The camera was off, but I was choking pretty hard. This stuff is, you inhale it, it's pretty rough, but it has a great flavor. Alright, I'm gonna let these set up for like 10 minutes and I'll bring you up to the pit. The Yoder's all fired up, cooking at 225 using lumberjack grilling pellets. Pecan is by far the best wood you can use, in my opinion, is pecan. That's all I ever use. Show you this chicken, just put it on. There's the two hot ones, and there's the Everglade rub. There's that beef ribs I'm cooking too. Didn't do a video on it because it was a last minute decision. So I'll let this go for about an hour and I'll spritz it with some apple juice and water, and see you guys shortly, see where it's at. Hey guys, I wrapped the beef ribs in butcher paper, let them go. I'm about to take them off and sauce them up. Before I do all that, I want to talk about this barbecue sauce that I acquired from a friend I was tailgating with at a football game at my brother-in-law's school, and he gave me a bottle of this Whitewater Creek barbecue sauce, and I can't find it anywhere, and it's out of Whitewater Creek. That's the name. It's Bryan, Georgia is where it's from, and I'm telling you what, it's amazing. It's probably one of my new favorites. I'm gonna have to email this guy and figure out how I can buy some from him, because this stuff is crazy good. It's kind of like, it's like a tomato based, but it has like a hint of like A1 sauce. It's really unique, and I'll tell you what, it's amazing. So I'm gonna put it on these beef ribs. So let's just show you what's going on. This chicken's been on about 2.5 hours. About done. So I'll be back at it when they're done, and I will let you know after I email this guy about this barbecue sauce on where you can buy it, because it's a must try. And I'm not joking, it's amazing. Hey everybody, little update. It's getting close to the time when people are going to start to come over, so I took the ribs off and threw it in the oven, finish off in that last hour. Crank this thing up to 350. Get this chicken done. It's coming along. Skin's starting to get a little better. Not too much longer, they'll be done. Whoop, whoop. Here's the finished product. I'm not gonna have time to do a taste test. I got kids showing up at the door already. There's the chicken. Hope you can see it. There's my spicy. I'll show you them beef ribs. Ooh. Look at that chicken. Great color. Well, stay tuned, and see you guys next week.